Why, hello and good evening, Internet world. Welcome to the land of Earth. I am your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare, and I am your overall host, voice of God, possibly better reason. Maybe I'm like your dad. I'm like, why are you doing this? And this is a weird thing to be doing with your friends. I mean, you're playing D&D in the basement. Yeah, Dad, I guess we are. All right, well, what are you doing? I'm watching them play D&D in the basement. That's even weirder. But I'm not here to judge. I'm here to do a show with you. And this just got really awkward. Or anyway, welcome to Nat21 Adventures Season 3, Episode 3. And I would like to invite all of you, if you're not watching us on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/PaoloGarbanzo and watch the show there. Subscribe to the show and get some wonderful goodies. For instance, there are Twitch buttons. When you watch the show on twitch.tv/PaoloGarbanzo, you get loyalty points that you can spend on the show. You can give a hit or a miss. Disadvantage, crits. Subscribers get points faster. Don't lag behind everyone else on Facebook. Come over to Twitch. So, watch the show on Twitch. But if you want to watch it on Facebook, that's cool too. Until it's not, because, Zuckerberg. Such a great name to yell out. What's a faster way to build up loyalty points than that? You can join the ranks of our Patreon saints at patreon.com/Nat21Adventures, and you can instantly throw down those bonuses. And do you just want to support the show in general? Buy our players' drinks at coffee.com/Nat21Adventures. That's ko-fi.com/Nat21Adventures to keep this show rolling. You see what I did there? I'm not sorry for that pun. It's not even my pun. It's Paolo's pun. He wrote it. But I'm not even sorry for it. Well, coming up soon, we have some wonderful extra things that are happening. For instance, the amazing Night at the Mausoleum Halloween show. Bum, 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 bum. Look out for the Nat21 Halloween party kit that lets you play along with the adventure that night. Our game has never been more interactive and likely never will be again, unless we can top it. Maps, puzzles, interactive components, and as always, stickers. Tons of cameos, including the band Charming Disaster. And you can go check them out at charmingdisaster.com. They are a musical duo based in Brooklyn, formed in 2012 by Elia Biska and Jeff Morris, inspired by the gothic humor of Edward Gorey and Tim Burton, the noir storytelling of Raymond Chandler, the musical ballads of Americana tradition, and the dramatic flair of the cabaret. They write songs that tell stories about love, death, crime, ancient mythology, as you do, and the paranormal. So that's going to be a wonderful added portion of our show. And everything gets better because we're not done yet. Those Halloween party kits are going to be on sale right now. They've been on sale for about a week on the Nat21 website, www.nat21adventures.com. Go get them now. The sale will end the week before the show. So about October 20th, that's when we're going to have to close out the sale in order to get all those party kits out to you. So buy them now. And another bit of news, we have another Patreon saint. They have appeared from the heavens. Clearly, in the same pantheon, Michael Sirico, Bambi Sirico, our newest Patreon saint, has the full panoply of Patreon privileges. That is a sentence to say. Once per game, you can give out a plus or a -5 to anyone for any reason. You can give someone disadvantage or advantage. You can give an auto hit or an auto failure. And most special of all, you can give these heroes a natural 21, a critical success. It doubles all damage and makes whatever they were doing wildly successful and no takes backsies. No. Respect the crit. But also, if you dare, you can give someone, I'm not saying who, but it should be Paolo, a natural 1, a critical failure. If you're making a save, you take double damage. You fail miserably, whatever it was that you were doing. So give it to Paolo. I'm not saying what you should do with it. Just give it to Paolo. Only one per episode, so use it wisely on Paolo. Feel free to comment in the game as well. Who knows? We might take your advice, see what happens, and that is the news. And now, let's get into what is fast becoming my favorite portion of the game because it involves me. The previously on Nat21 Adventures. Last time on Nat21 Adventures, a group of best friends continued their quest, off to find the missing pathomancers. They found the lava-ensconced temple with zest and met Mialee, Kazoo's old romancer. Into the bellroom by skeletons controlled, our adventurers ran with fire and spark, surrounded by 70 undead, I'm told, sent by our own Patreon saints, do hark. They defeated the bony villains there after the battle royale they did here. Most hideous disembodied laughter, and then into the dungeon they venture. That's where we are, with no small amount of sin. Nat21 Adventures now can begin. And now, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, may I present to you your dungeon master with the master blaster, Paolo Garbanzo! Yeah! Oh my God, he's so sexy with eyeliner! Oh my God, Paolo had my babies! Who said that? Not me.
Roll a 20. Good evening, everyone. I'm Paolo Garbanzo, your dungeon master for the night. We are...
And every night, actually.
And every night until someone actually finds me in my underground bunker and
that's
and
why
takes
it's
over the show. You'll never find me.
It's undisclosed.
Well, my friends, we have so much going on tonight. Shakespeare, what a wonderful introduction in verse. That was amazing.
It's what I do. It's what I do. My name is Shakespeare.
It's true. It's true. And he just does that. He's going to do that all night, probably. Well,
like
thank
now.
you very much, everyone, for joining us on our Madcap adventures. Without further ado, let us bring forth all of our crew here tonight. Adamo Ignis playing Ayala, the Dragonborn Druid.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Mab, just Mab, playing Kazoo, the Gnomish Bard. Hi, Kazoo. And Arthur Rowan playing Archimedes, the human artificer.
Who runs Bartertown?
We are still, I hate to say, my friends, we are still running into some issues with Cameron's. That's Cameron.
Aww.
He's a small
It
circle.
looks like he's thinking really hard.
Going round and round. And I sure
Banished
hope
to the void.
we sure hope that he can make it in. He's working really hard, going round and round the little circle, like Conan the Barbarian, around the little circle.
Oh wow, deep cut.
Yeah, thank you. So last we left off, our players had just finished a battle, but before we go into that more, my friends, we do have a new Patreon saint, seeming to be from the same Patreon pantheon. That is Michael Siricow, and it's Bambi Sirico. Huzzah to our new Patreon saint.
Ah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
May I get some of those bonuses? Well, my friends, here we are.
You didn't announce Mialee!
Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm getting there. And our special guest, because she's a special guest. I was getting there. Mialee, played by May Hemmer. That's right, our special guest for tonight. Welcome back to the show, May Hemmer. How are you?
She's so sexy. I love her. I want to have her baby.
Hi. Oh, okay. I'll let Daddy know about that and see how that goes over. All right. Thanks for having me, though. This is really fun. I'm excited to do this again. I'm having so much fun.
It's going to be great. All right, well, my friends, we are keeping an eye out for the Cameron, and we can just pull up the action cam, I guess, and we'll that'll
just
be
put
Cameron.
his figurine like right
So
there in the middle of it.
Yeah,
And,
We'll get the action cam until we get action Cameron.
exactly. That's my plan there.
I'm here for that. I see what you did there.
There you go.
Oh, I'm Pip. Huzzah!
I'm Archimedes, and let me tell you. Oh, hey, girl, what?
No, we should all play different characters. I'm Pip. I want to steal stuff for the kids.
I'm stealing things for children.
Yeah.
That's what I say every time. So we left off this adventure. We had you want a huzzah, thank you. All right. We had just finished a gigantic combat between the party and a whole mess of skeletons that, oh my gosh, just then got obliterated. In what, three melee rounds?
I sure hope we're never attacked like in actual melee distance, because at range our AoE is terrifying.
It's terrible. Mialee was like, "I'm done here." Damage. It was like, what is happening?
it was beautiful. It was so beautiful.
Just
I was
everyone
crying
threw
a little
down.
bit,
I was like, this is so wonderful.
Yes, it's one of those things that after you look through the rule books and you figure out that, like, by the time the party is 5th level, they're pretty much superheroes. Like, they're darn near superheroes. But here we are, superheroes and heroines, everyone. We have an adventure to finish, to continue. We were in the large room that was underneath this lava-filled temple, where 3 large bells hung, each bigger than the next, that apparently called these skeletons towards you. But unfortunately, no one has the rule book on how to actually command these skeletons. So you gathered the skeletons to you, and then a mysterious voice from somewhere actually gave the orders to the skeletons, and that's why they attacked, or at least that's what you're surmising. But you obliterated them, and there you stand in this room, which is conveniently on this map here. I'll put Pip as the party marker here. There you go. Boop.
There you go.
There he is. There he is. Now you've noticed that there is a bit of an exit and a stone double doors that are closed. Let's see if we can.
I would like to examine those double doors when given the first opportunity.
How many exits or egresses into this room? I used a fancy word to impress Archimedes.
I would like to take this opportunity. Kazoo, next time we run into a bunch of big bells in an area where we know there are skeletons and undead, maybe let's not hit the bells. Let's just not hit the bells.
That's a really good idea for non-bards.
Yeah. It's okay, Kazoo. I got your back.
Well, this time I feel like we were lucky, and we need to be just a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, but I wanted to know what happened.
Right, and you found out. So
see,
if there are any more bells,
wiser.
then we know that maybe the same thing will happen again. We're action and consequence, right? We're learning things.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Well, the dust is still clearing, and you can tell that there is airflow from one corner of the room to the other. Now, there is, if you can see my little hand, these are the stone double doors, and there is a natural carved hall this way. this is our little area with the little throne with the little thing, and then a downward tunnel this way. And you can tell by the traffic that the skeletons have been going back and forth through from here to there and back, leaving dirt and trails of rocks all the way through. But you've of course now obliterated most of them, and there are shards of them all over the place.
I would like to examine those stone doors, given the chance.
Oh, and don't forget Kazoo. Well, no, maybe I should tell the DM. I did bless Kazoo with protection from energy the last time.
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, so you good with, what did I, was it fire? I
It
think
was fire.
It was fire, yeah, it was fire. So I can flame all around you. You want-
She likes
right.
it.
Fantastic.
Everybody else is screwed.
Archimedes, you go on over to the double doors. They are stone, immaculately carved, inlaid with marble. They've been here forever, and they have not moved in quite some time. They sit, and you can feel that they must be thick, just the sheer size of them.
I'm sorry, Paolo. I have to interrupt things. I know you're doing what we call a game right here. However, there is something very important I need to let you know about.
What's that?
We may or may not have a Pip!
He was just there a second ago. What
He was
happened?
literally just there a second ago.
But you had to build it up.
Yay!
So I think I
Yay!
just took 2d6 psychic damage.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, no.
Welcome.
Jesus.
Welcome.
I'm pretty sure he was just behind this throne that was over there, just playing with stuff.
Hey guys, look what I found.
He was hiding and looking at his newfound treasure. Just
Right.
taking inventory.
Well, everyone's like, "Oh, wait, hey, where is Pip?" And you're like, "Doo doo 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 doo. Oh, I was just down this hallway. You guys didn't see that hallway?"
For the
Looking at
last
my
time,
stuff.
you guys, stop putting me in your bag of holding.
Listen, if you're in the bag of holding, you're not helping Kazoo hit bells. And really, that's all I'm worried about right now.
She hates bells.
I love bells.
I believe,
Bells.
I believe her dislike for bells is towards specific bells and being wrong at specific times, but
I mean,
Okay.
that's fair.
it's
That's
not just
fair.
general enmity towards ringing things.
Can we just say not all bells? Is that what I'm hearing?
Would it be
In fact,
Pip-
what happened to that mallet? Can I see it?
Pip Bo Baggins? I don't know.
Oh my God, stop the madness.
All right, the show ends here.
Right,
We're
thank
gonna
you.
go
Thank
out
you.
on
Good night.
everybody. We'll see you
Thank
next
you,
week.
y'all.
All right. So Archimedes, you stand in front of those stone doors. They are very large. You know this, and like I said, the workings of the inlaid marble perhaps is some symbol. There's definitely some symbols of some sort of ancient language that is just. Boy, it's really. I just keep reading all the comments.
I'm like Wonderwall on the
Wonderwall.
balls.
Wonderwall.
So, only got 3 bells. Here's Wonderwall.
Anyway, there's like, I don't know, 80 skeletons. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Anyway.
Are the
all
bells
right.
still intact?
All right,
So, right.
The
Okay.
doors.
the doors.
The doors, yes.
How about Archimedes? How about a small history check?
A small history check. All
Yes,
right.
just a little history.
Just a wee history check then. All right. 11.
11sies. Yeah, it's a nice artwork on these doors. They don't really sell it. They don't ring a bell, right?
These are clearly not science doors and therefore not my area of expertise.
Yeah.
Can I actually walk up to him and look at them
Oh.
too and make a small history check as well?
Absolutely.
All right, let me click on that somewhere.
You would certainly be better equipped to understand history. I mean,
All
I mean,
right,
not that I'm saying that you're old, but you're.
How much was that?
I have to 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wait, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 25. Jesus Christ.
Holy man. All right.
Plus
well,
6.
all right. You're like, I mean, you weren't there when it happened, but you're like, this is some sort of. You kind of take another step back. Now you got close to it, and they were like, wait a minute. And you took another step back, and you realize the whole door is a very artistic version of a cuttlefish.
Dun, dun,
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh.
So yeah, I think my grandma, like, she still tells stories, but I think this is like a giant cuttlefish door.
Yeah. And like basically it was like so dirty. You had to you rubbed off the part.
No. I grabbed Archimedes' cloak and I started rubbing it on the door to wipe it off.
But be careful. That's a cloak of science.
It's fine. It's fine.
I really hope you didn't get that at Lando Capes, Archimedes.
It's fine. Oh yeah, it's a cuttlefish.
Seeing the cuttlefish, I minor illusion the word sucks beneath it.
Was that SUX or yeah?
Okay, awesome.
I'm still mastering writing.
Oh no, that's masterful work right there.
This you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking. So we met up with the new cuttlefish, and then there was the cuttlefish. Now I think this is the old cuttlefish.
Perhaps the new cuttlefish are trying to rebrand or re-get in touch with the old.
The original cuttlefish, the OC.
The OG of cuttlefish.
The OG
yes.
of cuttlefish.
Yes.
New cuttlefish.
The newer than new.
The Art Nouveau cuttlefish.
But yeah, I was gonna say a nouveau new cuttlefish. I still like.
No way.
I wonder, does it in any way look like anyone's has tried to open these doors?
I'm gonna say no. That fairly easy to discern that no one has passed through this door. There's some debris and things like that up against the door, just rocks and small items that clearly would have been passed through had anyone opened this door anytime in the past year. So even after your amazing fight and all the debris that got thrown around there, even that you can tell like this stuff's been here forever. So
I wonder, are we in a temple of the old cuttlefish, or whatever eldritch god the old cuttlefish worshipped?
Also, curious, whoever's sending these skeletons to dig in the magma or whatever that's over there have no interest in what's behind this door.
That is true, and that quite frankly surprises me. I would imagine they would. I mean, I'm curious. Aren't you curious to know what's behind the big ornate stone door?
I want to know what's behind door number 1.
Yeah.
But first, let's not get more skeletons, because I can't tolerate that much dust on this dress. What?
So that being said,
Well.
I jump up and I try to open the door, but I'm guessing I'm too short, so I'm just hanging from the door handle.
Or there aren't actually any door handles on it. It's two. You can tell it's got a seam down the middle. Two doors. Maybe they slide. Maybe they.
I take my dad's credit card and I slide it through the crack.
Oh my god!
Oh, these fine doors can barely get the credit card in there. It's
I'm going
Dad
to.
had a credit card, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on,
First-
gang. Let's give this the old college try.
Then a
I'm
credit
gonna
card.
try to push the doors open.
And he called me the sewer elf. But let me stop. Okay.
I'll help you push, Archimedes.
All right, my 6'6" self is pushing over top of
You
him.
girl. You're like 4 kazoos tall.
So you're trying to push him in?
Yes.
All right. You stand there You give everything you have, and these doors do not budge in that direction.
Do I have an app for this? Let's see.
Check.
Yes.
How
Can I check to see which side the hinges are on?
No, actually, they just actually the door frame, the stone door frame, covers all of the hinges from this direction. So,
did anybody ring the doorbell?
Don't
I
ring
start
the
searching
doorbell.
for.
I mean, the cuttlefish does have a little nose. He's got a little face. Like,
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Mage Hand, kind of just prodding along to see if there's a button.
Can I check for traps?
yes.
It's a silly little thing. I don't remember how to do that, isn't it? Because I haven't actually done it in a long
It's
time.
actually investigation.
Okay.
Ding dong.
I got a 23.
You don't see any traps. Now, it does take that moment of time as you examine all the corners and get up as high as you can.
I stand on Mialee's shoulders.
From the hallway,
I will allow it.
from the hallway on the right, 4 skeletons come by. One of them's pushing a wheelbarrow. The other 3 are carrying empty sacks and carrying picks, and they literally don't care that you're there. They just do. They walk right by you, doing their
Nobody move. The vision is based on movement.
skeleton thing. They walk past you. And they go diagonally through the room and out the other side, and continue walking.
Is there debris on the
My
floor
powers-
that is like wedging or blocking the door?
Maybe if the door is opening. If the door opened out, then yes.
Okay,
But,
so I get to work just cleaning and doing that. So I'll summon my umbrella and then put a little shovel end on it, and then just start doing that.
All right.
Well, if we cannot open the door, perhaps just following the skeletons.
You actually clean up the face of this cuttlefish, and you realize it's a little bit more than a cuttlefish. It has, well, you're not really sure how many eyes the cuttlefish has, but you're pretty sure they don't have 5.
Okay.
Maybe it has too many. Maybe it has too few.
I'm gonna roll nature to see if this reminds me of any sort of a creature maybe I've seen around this
Okay.
area. And I want you to know I get a massive +1 to this roll. So everybody buckle up. I don't know anything about this creature. I'm pretty sure that this is like a nerdy cuttlefish. Like it's gone beyond 4 eyes and it's gone all the way to 5.
A fellow scientist.
Show it your drawings. Maybe that'll get it going.
Oh.
So what did
Drawings? Oh, my science sketches. Yes, those drawings. Yes.
what did you roll?
A 5.
Oh,
I don't,
you're like, seems legit.
yeah.
Yeah, 5 eyes. They seem to be in a nice little pattern.
Doesn't look very cuddly and not very
Roll
fishy.
with an advantage, Pip.
All right, roll again.
With an advantage.
Take the higher roll. You rolled a 4 earlier, so
13.
Oh,
all right. A
That's
total of
better.
15. You're pretty sure that's not natural.
No, it was a
That ain't
natural
right.
13, or I would have bragged.
You're like,
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, so this is not a natural creature. This is maybe something otherworldly, or yeah. Okay. So
I
I
would
start
like to-
poking its. I start poking its eyes.
okay. Boop, doop, boop.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. See if anything happens as I hit them.
Well, you actually do notice that one of them goes in just a little bit.
Ooh. You guys, I think I found the elusive button.
Yeah, that's a myth.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. It's all
trying to-
about the button.
I'm trying to get to it, but it's hurting my neck. Somebody help.
All right.
The tall one will help reach and push or whatever.
So once
Right.
once I get that eye to move, do I notice any of the other eyes are able to move?
So it slides in like possibly a good inch, maybe, and then you're like, and then.
So the fact that it goes in that deep makes me think that's actually a keyhole. So I'm gonna explore it with some lock picks if I can reach. If I can't reach, I'm gonna do like little kids do, where they hold up their arms and go towards one of the tall people to get a boost.
I'll lift him up. Here you go, buddy.
Can you put me in like a baby Bjorn?
I'll let you sit on my shoulder.
No.
Then you're up nice and high.
Okay. So then I'll go in there with some lock picks and see if I can get anything to work.
All right. You do notice that with not too much work, you're like the eyeball, the actual iris is filled with dirt, and you had realized that this is actually just dirt, and you scrape it away, and you're like, yeah, this is the center of the eye. Has some sort of keyhole.
Well done, Pip. Well done.
I think this is how you get pink eye. So nobody touch me. It's highly contagious. And I prestidigitation to clean out any remaining gunk, and then I would attempt to see if I can pick the lock in the keyhole.
Go for it.
Okay, this is one of the few things I'm actually good at. So let's see how it goes. Well, with +7 to this roll, buckle up, everybody. That's an 11.
Ooh.
Oh no. Yeah.
However,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
try.
Pip, you're like, yeah, like
it's impossible.
That's not a lock.
I don't think anybody could. Yeah, this isn't a lock. This is a bad puzzle.
Well, I did work with the magician way back in the day, and I learned a thing or two about locks. So,
yeah,
can I give it a
really
shot?
good with her hands. She's really good with her hands.
Oh.
I 10 out of 10 would recommend.
But she's the one who said that buttons don't exist.
Shush, she's joking.
And Kazoo, you're given advantage on this, so go for it.
All right, let's see here. What do I add to what?
You've got your proficiency, I'm assuming, and it is a sleight of hand.
Yep, excellent. So that is a 19. Is that enough?
Oof.
No.
Is there also a +5 in there too? That just got added to us.
You should have if it's something that you're proficient with as well. Are you proficient in locksmith? Because then you get double your proficiency. Right?
No, if you're proficient with
No,
the
you just get your
tools,
proficiency
then
bonus.
you
right.
just get your proficiency plus dexterity.
Right.
Yep.
And you did you rolled advantage, huh? And that was your highest one.
I told you, I don't think this is actually a lock. I think this is just a very, very tiny cubby.
I really feel like I almost had it. Like I felt something, and it looked like it was gonna move, and my lockpick broke. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
like
that was
I've got
problem.
this
Just
other
pull your
one.
broken lockpick out.
Hold on a second.
Oh.
No, wait a minute. Wait, the piece is still in there. Let me see if that jiggles it.
They really wanted this door to open. Someone gave you a +5 that she tried to apply. They tried to apply.
And then hold on.
Maybe blow on it.
Just blow on it. Spell the alphabet. Yeah.
Well, it opens for me. That's you hear a loud clunk.
And I'm
shouldn't have
so
licked it.
shocked, I fall backwards off Ayala, and I go down her like a little kid slide down her tail. Whoop!
And you see the door like move a little bit as the seam between the two sides.
Oh, well done, all.
What you did was a
couldn't have
bit
done it without you,
unseemly,
Pip.
but it worked.
Pip is so stoic right now. He is. Oh no! I've broken the heart because no, I couldn't have done it. You must have like knocked some dust out, and we wouldn't have found it.
You
You know,
listened to it for me.
You
Once again,
actually
when you sing the
better. I watched
story
your
of this
technique.
adventure,
So
make sure they
much
know I
better.
equally contributed.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. In fact, I watched what you did, and then I just kind of worked from there with a a gnome's touch.
Mm.
Oh,
So, to the seam.
yes. You realize that these two doors they have to be at least 9 inches thick, at least. And they've come apart just a little bit. So maybe using some sort of crowbar or something as leverage, you might be able to slide these doors open.
Well, I think we're sufficiently stacked in height so that we can all. Ooh, Reverend Tommy's wicked smarter. Where is that thing?
So I pull out.
I am
pull
going
out
to-
a crowbar and turn to Archimedes.
So let me, before you try that, I'm going to try casting grease, like on the door jamb, like around the bottom there, to see if that helps anything.
Very well.
Grease is the word.
You're like, step back, everybody. Grease. You throw down the grease and
Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop! And I throw the crowbar into the bells.
Yes. No, it's sort of my staff. My staff has a little button on it that then press and then sploosh the grease.
Right.
And
I like
Ooh,
it.
that's
I
graphic.
dig it. I dig it. I'm here for it.
Well, that thing comes like self-lubricating. I like it.
just gonna go right over all that sexual innuendo and
I actually did a little tap dance in it.
Da-da-da-da-da. Hey.
this is my staff of science. It has a knob on the end.
there we go. So
Hey, Margaret, I'm calling it a staff of science from now on.
So, this is for science, people. It's for science. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so done. I can't even look at the screen now.
I then cartwheel through the gap. There's just so much space now that you greased it.
Once the grease has been added, a little bit of more work. You slide open the doors just a little bit enough. Pip and Kazoo actually could both easily go through the opening.
Kazoo simultaneous cartwheel our way in, belly to belly.
Okay, I'll stand on your shoulders.
All right. You slide through, greased up, into the room.
Never catch the greased gnome and halfling.
Oh my God.
I just rolled to see how good our cart was, and with a +7 to my acrobatics, I got a 10. So I'm thinking,
Oh my God, I rolled a natural 21.
so you saved it. Good. I
Things
somehow
start to
toss
go
you?
awry, and then Pip just goes, "Take the wheel." And Kazoo, you managed to get the whole troop in there. You get through the door and tumble downwards as there are steps directly on the other side of this door.
Ow.
But with your 20, you do great. I, however, am just biffing it. Every stair is somehow catching the exact corner.
I don't know what he's
on
saying.
a delicate
Sounds
part.
very serious.
You basically just every time you fall down another staircase, Pip ends up on the bottom. You, Kazoo, manage with your
Just
21
running.
to use him as a like. and you land gracefully at the bottom of the stairs. Pip, you are at the bottom of the stairs.
We did it.
Teamwork.
When
You
you
guys,
sing
there's
of
stairs
this,
here.
when you sing of
I
this,
think
make
of it.
sure you make me look good.
Yep, got it. You look good no matter what I say.
Thanks.
You are in
Illusion.
All right, there you go.
a decorated room, marble floors, marble walls, an arched, barrel vaulted ceiling, kind of lowish, not these massive 20-foot high rooms, more about 8 to 10 in the center. And directly in front of you is a gigantic sarcophagus.
Oh.
And now Archimedes, Ayala, and Mialee, you're still on the other side. You can push the doors open a little bit more, I think, if that's what you want to do.
I'm gonna
Grease me up, Lassie. I'm going in.
I'm not getting grease on me. I'll just shove it a little bit more.
All right. He's like, I'm just gonna get through there.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get greasy.
All right.
That's a party.
Yeah, I will also attempt to get further in. I might have to push the doors a little bit because I'm big. So I don't know.
All right. Give it a strength roll.
Sure.
She's so
All
strong.
right. That is a 12.
With the grease that's already been added, you managed to get it open just far enough so that you can get in there. Takes a little work, but yeah. So the three of you are at the top of the staircase. So the door would open normally, and there's nice staircase down into another crypt. There is a very large sarcophagus in front of you that Kazoo is mere feet away from, having gone all the way down the staircase.
What size sarcophagus?
It's kind of big. It's about 12
Dragonborn size, human size.
Bigger than Dragonborn.
Is it a cuttlefish-shaped sarcophagus?
It is.
Like a thing with like tiny little stone channels off the end of it.
It's big and boxy, well decorated, but it is in the shape that perhaps a squid. It's like artistically done. That it is a very large squid carved sarcophagus.
Can I investigate said sarcophagi for any type of symbols or anything like that on there that might be of importance?
Sure. All right. While you're doing that, what is everyone else doing?
Oh, I am going to put on my goggles for detecting magic.
And I'm not touching it, just so you know. I'm just looking.
Okay.
What do you want? An investigation check?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Just think I've got to just tune these things. I can see magic now. I can see magic.
Oh my gosh! And the reflection in the looks like eyes.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's great.
That is amazing. I need to get one of those.
Do those help you find a lot of stuff? Are those your Googles?
My Google.
Oh my God!
Nice. My Google goggles.
All right, I got a 22 on my investigation.
All right, Kazoo, what are you doing?
Checking the perimeter of the room, sir.
All right, it's actually a rectangular room. There are two more sarcophagi on either side of the room, up against the walls, and there is. The room continues down into a little marble staircase down into yet another chamber. So that's pretty much what you see. Ayala, what are you doing?
Since none of our other checks yielded a whole lot, I would like to try a religion check because this is starting to feel a lot like a temple and a cult. So
all right,
I'm going to give that a try.
Pip, you recover from the ground. What are you doing this round?
Supporting Kazoo with my throat and sternum.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be using you as a walk thing.
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind. I'm just happy that you're my friend.
I'm I'm happy to contribute.
I didn't have to roll anything, and I'm still somehow helping. So this is kind of nice. I was the roll this time.
Very well. So, Mialee, you are not sure what religion this is, but this is definitely some sort of, obviously, some sort of temple's crypt. And these are big. You don't know what religion. Obviously, some sort of
Ayala, who's
god
asking about the religion.
/ squid / cuttlefish, tentacle-y kind of religion, and you do look around and you notice that the columns in the corners of the room are veined like tentacles. So instead of like Solomaic columns with a little spiral, they have like those. They're made of tentacles,
like tendrils going up the.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is getting very hentai, and I'm getting
not full on bukkake tentacles, but gotcha.
Good. Only half on bukkake tentacles.
Guys, I was right. This is our darkest season yet.
This is the darkest timeline.
Archimedes, you don't see anything more than faint duomers that perhaps protection spells around the sarcophagi themselves. Very, very faint. This is obviously extremely old, so even magic has a half-life. So
magic would have faded a bit. Well, using my everyone, using my goggles of detecting magic, since really magic is a form of a heightened reality, augmented reality, I developed goggles for seeing them. So these are my AR goggles for seeing magic. But I see very old magic. There's not much here at all. Not really.
There's a lot of tentacles. There's a lot on the columns, on the sarcophagus.
Yeah, the designers really had sort of a one-track mind for this place, didn't they?
Hentai.
I'm sure I don't know what that is.
Remember that one time, because when we were on the beach and never mind.
Should probably
not the time. Okay,
that was
kidding. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Ayala.
I'm just saying.
Never apologize for that. Never.
Okay.
All right.
Confessional's gonna be good tonight.
Did I find anything in the investigation of the room?
Nothing really out of the ordinary. Again, there's 2 other sarcophagi. They're both similar make, different model. And again, just these weird, very tentacly, writhing kind of shapes all over the walls in the marble.
So we have 1 main and 2 sub.
Yeah. I will say that you did notice that perhaps deeper down into the crypt, you did there was maybe a bit higher bit of glow farther down, but it's still hard to tell with the other low glowing magic around.
I mean, it might be worth peeking deeper into the room.
Those goggles are pretty darn cool, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So do we want to open it up, or do we just want to keep checking out, or do we want to...
Shouldn't we figure out where the voice is coming from that's controlling the bones?
Yeah.
So that way we don't have more bones coming around and murdering us. Just throwing that out there.
What do you guys think's going on right now?
I had a 17 on my religion check.
You're clearly in the crypt of a temple. And as you did also look around, that no one has been here in quite some time. The dust is thick and not disturbed. There's some spider webs, obviously, hopefully from just ordinary spiders. But nothing has moved in these rooms for hundreds of years. You are the first.
I have a hypothesis.
Let's hear it. What you got?
It requires further experimentation, but this is a working hypothesis. So we're dealing with some kind of necromancer who commanded all these skeletons. Normally, when one tries to create a skeleton army, the aims are usually more directly violent. However, he's just having these do simple miming, which indicates that there is probably something buried deep down here that he could not get to on his own. However, strangely enough, what that thing is not somehow in this room, because it didn't look like there was any effort to get in here. So, if that necromancer is the same evil voice, and if that same evil voice is the one that is behind all of this tomfoolery, then probably the best way to thwart them would be to find what they are looking for first.
Couple of other additions to your observations.
Absolutely.
Absolutely brilliant. I like the way your brain works. Our original objective was to come down here and to find the two missing professors, or find what specifically happened to them, their bodies. It would be safe to assume, since there's been nobody in here for a very long time, that their bodies would not be in here, and they're not buried in either one of these things. I 100% agree with you on the skeletons are trying to find something that we probably don't want them to find, because skeletons typically are bad. So we have a couple of things to different directions that we could two different objectives that I can see. What do we want to, do you think they're in the same place, or do you think?
I would imagine if the doctors were sent down here to investigate and ran into the same issues that we did, then if they fell afoul of whoever's commanding the skeletons, then yes, that seems like the likeliest course.
One more question that I was kind of trying to work out in my head. The disembodied voice that is controlling the skeletons, is it possible that he is trapped, and the only way that he can like reach out, or sphere of influence, is get those skeletons to dig him out? So if we dig him out, then we're kind of doing him a favor.
Yep.
That's true. However, the question, that is absolutely possible. The question then becomes, why now?
I'm sorry. That was a really good question. I'm not a hypocrite. Why now? Maybe the magic you said was getting thin. Maybe the thing that was locking him in is worn away enough that he can kind of freak out.
I suppose that's possible.
Again, this is all like, if I was writing a story, that's how I would take it. Whoa, you send some guys down there and they dig them up. I mean, it's just, yeah. We are the
I like it. Archimedes clearly has the bones approach to solving mysteries, and Kazoo has the castle approach to solving mysteries.
Yes.
So we're going the road of the skeletons. So should we all disguise ourselves as skeletons, use some of those shattered bones, grab some pickaxes, kind of have some disguise party?
A couple of things also.
I love this idea personally.
We can illusion that. But additionally, we did just blow a whole mess of magic up there. And I feel pretty safe in here. And I just wanted to pitch that if we wanted to rest at any point and get some of our magic back, which you probably don't need, Archimedes. You're awesome and impressive. But this may be a good place to do it, or more secure place.
Certainly, it's a fortifiable position.
Exactly. There is a hole in the back. So please, I'm going to let you guys make your decisions on whatever. I'm just throwing down some of my observations. Go on and talk it over amongst yourselves.
I think we could certainly do at the very least a short rest.
Sounds good to me. I could use a little bit after
I could
the
totally
last
use a cat nap. Yes.
And I can do some bardic singing to make our short rest feel a little bit better.
Ooh.
Dude, do you have a song for us tonight?
Oh, geez, I got a bunch of songs. Which one's it gonna be? Oh, So are we taking a short rest? Is that the agreement? That's
And I can stand guard at the opening crack, and by guard I mean go through all the skeletons and look for more gold and shiny things.
I like the way you think.
Come up with 48 pickaxes.
You can make
Wheelbarrow.
here's the thought: make a skeleton disguise out of pickaxes.
I'll make myself little skis out of them, little stilt pickaxes.
And you can start working
Tied to
on our
the arms.
costumes. there.
I'm a pickaxe golem.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I mean, you did say we have a bone to pick with them, and now I feel like I'm prepped for this.
Oh,
So you're gonna pick their bones. Got it.
okay.
Mhm.
Oh my, Sally would like tentacles to come out of them. Oh man.
This is turning into a whole different type of show.
Well, during your short rest, as you kind of cuddle in one of the corners there, Kazoo, sing it. Are you gonna do a song for us?
I got a couple of different songs, and it's up to you guys what song you want to hear. Do you want to hear a song about best friends, or do you want to hear a song about one of my original best friends, Mialee, or do you want to hear a song about my new best friend, Ayala?
I, for one, would like to hear the song about Mialee and the song about Ayala, and then perchance we could all sort of debate on which one's the better song.
Ooh.
Just-
man.
Just what's the better song, right? Not what.
I mean,
the
we're
better
just talking about
is.
the
Sure.
song because I'm pretty sure the song from me is from back in her baby days, and she's improved since then.
Oh, that's a good old disclaimer. It's a good song. That's all I got to say. Let's see here. I'm reading the lyrics. I'm reading the lyrics, but Kazu, she knows them by heart. So let's see if I can do this discreetly. Mialee, how I adore thee. It's only just you and me together again, never shall part. You're the muse of all, you're a work of art. You showed me the world was ours. You held me till the morning hours. Mialee, Mialee, oh, it's only just you and Mialee. That's the Mialee song.
I'd like to point out that was like a love song, so I'm not sure if it's fair to compare to the friendship song.
Whoa. Let's see. Let's hear the song.
This one's a little more upbeat. You're right. You called it. The Mialee was written on a beach. You know, the moon was
It was
there.
fun. It was
It
great.
was nice.
And then we went back to the mansion.
This one I wrote when I was thinking about you, Ayala. The fact that I was in a shower has nothing to do with anything except the acoustics are really good in there.
I respect your process. Whatever you need to do.
My best friend is hotter than a fire. We're best friends together, we inspire. Our friends lift each other higher. It's time to play. We're here to save the day. 'Cause we're best friends. You know that's what we are. We're best friends. Always together. We're our friends working together to win and get rich. That's as far as I got on that one. Because we're best friends. That's all I got so far. That one's a new one, brand new.
Oh, bravo! Those were both lovely songs.
Super great. I love it.
There is one more that's an older song, but I think it kind of applies to everybody. And, the Lit Harmonies know this one pretty well. So it's a quick song. Why can't we get along like we're good friends? Oh, I kind of messed that one up a little bit. Hold on. I was doing a double time version because it goes so well with another song that I won't be singing right now. There you go. That's it better. Why don't we get along like we're good friends? For the time we did that thing, yeah, it was awesome. We should do it again sometime, but not right now. But we're still good friends. That's you I'm talking about. We're all good friends. Let's all get along like we're good friends. You and my friend, and you're my friend, and you're my friend too. And oh yeah, you're my best friend. Yeah, we're all getting along because we're best friends. What do you guys think? Are we best friends? Are you my best friend?
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
technically, best being a superlative means it can only apply to one thing. You can't have multiple bests of something. But spiritually speaking, thematically, yes, I suppose we would be very good friends. Yes.
Kazoo, do they need to make saves?
No, I haven't done but the lit harmonies are singing along, and so what that means is you all are going to eventually join in because this is the best friend song. And you want to know what else I think? You want to know what I think? I think we're the best friends gang. I think that's going to be our name. That's my proposal. What do you think?
Do you think that odd bards in Magecroft might write songs about us making fun of our name?
How could you make fun of a name like Best Friends Gang? If you make fun of somebody called the Best Friends Gang, you know what that makes you? Kind of a jerk. And there's no other way to spin that.
And 2,000 years
I'm afraid the bad guys won't take us seriously, you know? Like I need them to be scared a little bit before we get there.
Well, if we fail, then the group that comes after us, the new best friends gang.
Oh my god!
Somebody's throwing their Nat21 to make the lit harmonies charm everyone into being best friends.
I have an advantage against being charmed. I have an advantage against being charmed.
Doesn't work against the Nat21.
Dang it!
Pip, you're out in the other room, back around.
And I'm tap dancing with my pickaxe golem
and you're like,
body.
la, la. You hear the music, you come back down, and you see all of your best friends. You see ghostly tentacles forming around them and starting to wrap around them, and they had no idea in the darkness. They were so jazzed with the songs. They were singing, feeling so good. And you see, and you're like, what? And they seem to be kind of coming out of the sarcophagi, but they're ghostly. They're not physical tentacles.
That tentacle wants to be best friends too.
And they're just about to wrap around the four of them.
So I scream, hentai! And I charge the tentacles to protect them. And I whip out my golem, my pickaxe golem fists, aka my best friend gang shivs, and just start charging towards and just hacking at the sarcophagus with my pickaxes.
And we're gonna do. I think it's time for confessionals. Right at this moment, yeah. So Pip, if you have something to confess about this moment,
okay,
I would say
there's a lot of talk of best friends, and I gotta be honest, I'm more intimidated by them. I feel like I'm maybe like more of like a sidekick that's like trying to earn his place, and then they toss out a word like best friends, and I'm like, I don't know. Am I ready for this? Am I ready to be a part of this team? I feel like I got to be stronger if I'm going to actually contribute to the team. And I think the best way I can do that is to throw myself in the path of these hentai tentacles. Yeah.
You know, I envy Kazoo. I really do. Even though she's dedicated her life to music, which, God, I will never, ever go down, not since that incident with my family. I'll never be a musician. But strangely, because of that, she seems to be able to just tap into a natural joie de vivre, a magic that underscores everything in her life. Whereas I have to wear this stupid set of goggles to find any magic in mine. Well, grass is always greener, eh?
Well, I will have to say that I'm very proud of Kazoo, and me pushing her to be the best that she can be and explore herself has made me very happy, even if it's with that Ayala person thing. And you know what? If they make her happy, that's all that matters to me. And that was the whole point of me pushing her to explore herself. And I've come to terms with that about 20 years ago.
Aw. I guess I'm best friends with Mialee, even though she's trying to steal my best friend from me. What's gonna happen? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
So I can't. It's like it's so awesome. I feel like we finally made a breakthrough today. Ayala so strong and smart and like just she's like a rock. She's so everything. And Mialee is like she's like the water and the sand and the sky and nature and little Pip. Pip is brilliant. And he's like I see so much of myself in him and he inspires me to be a better me. And holy cow, Archimedes is brilliant. This is amazing. And his big brain and he comes up with all these awesome devices. I am just so lucky to be surrounded by these people. And I can't wait for these people to meet my other friends that are also my best friends, like Mako. Gosh, I love that guy. And Augustus and Romulus, and I even miss Moke and Dare. They were all awesome. And then Zazizel. Oh my God, we need to have a big party. Right. Focus. Problem at hand. Dead professors and a bunch of skeletons. Right. We're gonna have a big party.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd actually go into that room. I was just gonna save that for later, but they were determined to go that direction. I shouldn't have made it so enticing. I should have just made like boring doors. I don't know. Well, at least they know that the doctors aren't in those rooms. But yeah, the ticking timer on their, I left them tied up to a bunch of dynamite and with a clock on it and stuff. And I should put a little more time on that timer, maybe. I don't know. Sure hope they make it.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone's having confessionals, and I'm just over here writing like dumbass jokes that go at the bottom of the screen. So, like, what? Like, do I exist? Like, who wrote in voice of somebody's god? What does that mean? Why is there a question mark? I don't know. Is Ayala going to get a random, beautiful, extra natural 21 from Zelani? I mean, like, is that going to happen? Yeah, probably. You know why? Because I control the comments. I mean, like, and like Steven's like, don't bring up Moken. It's too early. You know what? It's never too early. It's fine. He went out the way he wanted, sinking like a rock. I mean, he's a dwarf. Do the math, man.
Oh my God.
But this is a really good time to point out that you can throw magic at our players tonight. You want to add to the mayhem? Throw wild magic instantly by donating to the show at www.coffee.com/nat21adventures. That's ko-fi.com/nat21adventures and become a Patreon saint at patreon.com/nat21adventures and help or hinder our adventures. You get all the most amazing extra stuff and also subscribe to the Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/PaloGarbanzo to get more benefits and powers. You can do all of it and then have all of the power, all for you, none for other people. That's how it works. Or you have some and then you have a power and you have a power and we can just give the powers away and I'm like a magical Oprah. Because she's somebody's god. People worship Oprah. No one worships Shakespeare. Seriously.
Oh, yes, they do.
Being weird. Don't be sucking up to me just because I'm live. Anyway, you know what? That was weird. Let's go back to the show.
Where was that confetti coming from on you, Hollow?
That was a little oddly
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
All right. My magic, my science stick comes from my science stick, guys.
Your wand of science, your staff of science. Got it.
Hip, what do you
Wand of
do?
Science.
First, I say to the DM, don't blind me with science.
Oh.
No, technically, if he was doing science himself, he'd blind himself. That's how it works.
As the tentacles wrap around me and I'm banging at the sarcophagus, I try to very calmly say, "It's okay, everyone. I got this. Just keep singing and maybe back out of the room slowly."
So
Got what? Wait, you got what?
the four of you look around suddenly, and you realize that there are these ghostly tendrils coming out of the sarcophagi. And surrounding this area and surrounding you. Pip is charging down the stairs, swinging his axes into these ghostly tentacles as they just kind of slice through them. They shimmer, some fade. Who does what? What do you do?
Should we go?
Well, you're surrounded by tentacles. What would you like to do?
Surrounded.
Yes.
So
They came out of the sarcophagus behind you. They came out of the one in the center of the room, and yes, Ayala.
when Pip hit them, they just disappeared.
They started to shimmer and fade a little bit.
All right. I will swing with my halberd and also slice through as many as I can.
Through the room. All right. You swing. Give it a roll.
Sure. That is 13 to hit.
All right. 13 total. You swing through a few of them, and some of them start to pull back and fade. Auto success to Ayala from Bill. All right,
thanks, Bill.
Swoosh. You slice your way through them. The ones that you cleave completely just disappear on that end, and the ones that you hit kind of wiggle and fade even farther away from the existence. They're vaguely transparent. Mialee, you had your hand up earlier.
I don't know how to ask this question. Am I able to detect if it's like ethereal? And it's, essentially, I want to cast Detect Thoughts because I can see its tentacles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that?
You can detect. You can cast Detect Thought.
Yes. I don't know if it's like a ghost or that's why I'm like.
Yeah, you cannot tell. I mean, they are vaguely see-through, so.
But is it technically a creature?
Unknown.
Okay, I'll wait. Okay.
Archimedes.
Plot armor.
Well, let's see. I've never been surrounded by tentacles before in
say
real
that.
life. Yeah.
Do you feel excited?
So
I'm excited.
I'm panicking
I've
a little
seen
bit.
your fans at fair. You've been surrounded by tentacles before.
Oh wow.
Damn.
He's
That
just so
escalated.
good. He's so talented with his pipe.
What are we talking about again?
I can't even. I can. So I'm going to, well, because of panic, never been in this situation before. I just wanted to, I grab my goggles and I activate the device that discharges all the electric buildup in there, which essentially creates a thunder wave spell in front of me. So basically, I mean, I try to point it towards just the tentacles. So I thunder wave the tentacles.
You turn around and you can hit everything over that.
Wall of tentacles. Thunder wave.
Very well. So it's a save for those tentacles in your
Constitution. Yes.
Right on.
And the saving throw that they must reach is 15.
Oh, nice. All right, so pretty much the whole area that you just turned on, and they just kind of disappear into nothing. When you just clear out that area, they just their apparition disappears in front of you, which clears the way, actually, if you wanted to just bust out of this area. So, all right.
Follow me. I know the way.
Archimedes, that was such a cool way of describing your thunder wave, and I love the static discharge. That needed to be highlighted because that's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Agreed.
I would scream to Archimedes, point towards where the magic runes are.
Just the hair is like, what is that?
The day that Archimedes became the elf's worst enemy.
I just want to point out that if you read these comments in the wrong direction, this is kind of funnier. Pipe of science. However, Archimedes just doesn't go to those bars.
Oh God!
Pipe, but it's a bar. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you run, each one of you shooting through the gap of the doors.
Stage left.
I would
you're
like
back in
to-
the main room with the bells.
I would like to look back and see if the tentacles are trying to do anything.
They are. They're slowly moving. They're actually pretty slow going. And you, as you turn around, watching everybody come through the doorway one at a time, you can see that they are trying to kind of just come up the staircase slowly.
All right.
Distance. It's fascinating.
Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. I was like, close the doors. Close
Yeah.
the doors.
But I'm just taking notes. Now that I'm safe and out of the way and everything, I'm just
Close the blast doors.
I will attempt to close the doors.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Give me a roll.
I'm still on the other side.
Hurry up.
Your hat.
I know we got to do dramatic tension. Come on.
Turn back to the tentacles. No, I'm technically a minor. Don't touch me.
That's true. All of you were making all those jokes with young minds present.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
And then I slide through the door at like the moment that she's closing it, but it catches on some of my clothes, so I'm stuck to the door, and so I'm just like,
do you have a hat that you leave behind on the other side of the door?
Right.
That sort of reach through to
Last
get-
minute snatch through, just last minute grab.
You make it. All right, so you're all back. You're like, now you've closed the doors, but they are not fully closed. There's just a little line, and you can see the green glowing of the tentacles. Just this very, very gentle glow. The tentacles are staying on the other side of the door.
for now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there are those bells
Dun, dun, dun.
hanging in the middle of the room, waiting for Kazoo.
Oh, hey, I got this mallet. Let me just.
Nope. Let's follow the skeletons. Let's go.
Mhm.
Kazoo.
If you play the bells, I can do
Not
minor
this
illusion
second.
to make like a laser display. We could do kind of a Trans-Siberian Orchestra sort of a thing.
Wonderwall.
Actually, they go, ding, 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 ding.
I need to go.
Yeah. You're going back to, and all I can think of is just like, yes, I can imagine the dark person watching us all being like, yes, and then she's going to play the melody on the bells to summon the skeletons, and she's like, Do 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 do.
Some old bug. Here's Wonderwall. Ooh, all right.
Music humor.
So there we are. And then you're still in this room. It's got the one corner busted out that goes down. That's where you saw those 4 skeletons head on down. It's got the corner nearest you that is where the skeletons came from that moment. Otherwise the room is empty.
So, do we want to go where they're digging things up or where they're dropping the dirt off? I'm thinking
I
digging
say we
things
go
up.
where they're going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well.
Also, please note, are you seeing the lava back there, or did I imagine that?
It is bright down that tunnel. Like there is some sort of glow, and now that you're on this side of the room and actually over there, there does seem to be some heat coming from this tunnel.
Lava?
From the other one, from the one that the skeletons came from.
Right.
Okay.
Remember, lava melted or covered the city at some point, so
Very
there's
true.
got to be some kind of volcano thing happening.
There's got to be. I mean, isn't that the hardest level of Mario? Right?
Honestly, that's epic showdown for the finale.
Right? Perhaps. So you're going down the other tunnel.
The end room. We just came from there.
That's right. All right. So away from the lava, you're going to the other tunnel, where the skeletons were heading towards, and it is a natural cut from the lava stone. It's not a staircase, but it is graded. It does go downwards, and it's they've carved not steps, but just lines into the ground so that things could be carried up easier. It's not smooth, so it's not like you're gonna slide down it, but it is all lava rock. And on either side of this tunnel, there are little alcoves carved out, and there are pickaxes, there are boxes, there's barrels, crate and barrels. There are sacks that are, some are worn out completely, some are brand new, and there's a couple of wheelbarrows. So clearly they're just throwing equipment on either side. So there's like 4 or 5 on either side as you head on down this little tunnel.
Do you want me to scout ahead with my ninja cloak?
Is that something you can only do a certain amount of times a day?
Negatory Captain, I can do it often. I actually,
Nice. Then that sounds like a great idea.
I
Nice.
actually got an upgrade for it. Let's see here.
That's super baller.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Fancy.
I got it at a thrift store find here.
Nice.
Tag on it. Are we supposed to be
Tag's
popping
still
tags?
attached.
Popping tags? Hold on.
That's right.
There you go.
Mm.
All right, Kazoo, you head on down, and this area opens up into, weirdly looks like a intersection of a city, of a town, and to your left, it's a long road. There's a corridor. You're under the ground, of course. Straight ahead of you is a straight road, and it looks like it's been cobbled as if it's a real road. Now the ceiling is just carved out of rock. It's a barrel vaulted, and there seems to be like a very strange building in front of you. It's forming the corner, and it's like, it's as if this building has been here, but it is got a layer of rock around it, and they've carved the rock, and just like, once they got to the fact that there's a building there, they just left the walls there. And it is bizarre because it is like lava rock, but there's definitely like, there's a building, it's as if there was a building there and someone coated it with chocolate that stuff that freezes and then it solidifies.
Magic
Oh,
shell.
Yeah, magic shell.
Magic
Oh
shell.
yeah.
And you're like,
Nom 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 nom.
this is the weirdest thing ever, and then it just goes up to the top of the tunnel. So this building, there's like literally like a window that's carved out of the rock, and you can see light coming out of it, there's a wooden like
Shutter.
shutters there. So
And is that where all the little skeletons are going?
no, they aren't. They're going around. Let me see. I'm gonna there we go.
All right, I'm gonna go run back and get the party, and then bring them to that little house area. I'll explain everything you just described to them, so we don't have to repeat it.
Oh, make the map the big screen. Thanks, Shakes. Got these little alcoves, and then almost as if to fit perfectly on this page, there is this building. Ooh.
Ooh.
And are the
Oh.
alcoves empty?
No, those alcoves are full of the equipment. They're full of boxes and
Gotcha.
full of the picks and mining tools and things like that. Each one just full to the brim. And all right, so and then you're here at this little intersection, and there is, in fact, a little window right there in this building. And the thing is that this goes down as far as you can see. There are some skeletons just walking up this way, pushing a wheelbarrow, carrying full sacks
Of dirt, likely.
possibly dirt, rocks, something. And there's a whole squad of them moving in your general direction, not really quickly.
In my
Moving at the
pickaxe
pace of skeleton.
golem suit, I just confidently walk towards that window.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And what do I see through the window?
Once you make it up there, the shutter, you can actually, there's a crack in the shutter, and you can see, and what you see is a room, a very large room, well lit. There's fires roaring inside of it, and
Ooh.
it is full of activity. There are skeletons around some sort of fire pit with a cauldron boiling on top of it, a very large vessel containing some sort of liquid that is bubbling. And let's see, I'm trying to see which corner you're at. So yes,
Skeletons don't eat soup.
there are
They like bone broth.
Oh, that's fair.
there are and well, let's see. You can't really see it from where you are exactly, but you do see something happening on some tables farther into the room. There's someone on a table. There are creatures surrounding this person on the table.
I can't tell what these creatures are.
Not from the distance you're at, and with the weird fire in the building, you cannot tell. They are humanoid, but they're pretty far away. So
Skeletons and the humanoids that are not on table seem to be getting along.
no one seems to be fighting.
And the entity on the table is not a skeleton, it's a flesh person.
Yes, as far as you can tell.
Are they feasting? What are they doing at the table? Are they looking over charts? Like, what is on the table itself?
They seem to be just looking, and from what you can tell, because you're just peeking in this little crack in the window.
I have a mirror on a stick. Can I hold that up and kind of peek around?
Sure, it might give you a little bit of extra view. There are a few more skeletons in the room, and there's a table with big jars, wait, here's a big old camera right here. Like giant jugs full of weird liquids. Yeah.
When you put that on the map, that was the scale, right? We're talking about
Yes.
like 200-foot jugs.
They were like mega amphoras.
Ginormous.
Kazoo, there's some massive jugs over here.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Oh, that's the room.
Wow,
huh?
look at that setup.
Well, all right then.
Um,
So you are looking in
So that's a
from
thing.
yes.
Huh.
it's interesting you had that all just set up, guys.
Just set up there.
Randomly have it set up. So you're looking in from this window that is right here, and that's why you can't really see everything that's happening. You see the fire. These skeletons are stirring this giant pot. Over here, like I said, it's like just on the edge of your view. There's some creature on the table. The longer you look, you get a little bit more details. You realize that this creature is being actually strapped down to the table.
damn it! It's one of the
Does
scientists.
the creature look like a scientist?
Gotta say no, unless the scientist is green and like really.
Hey, we don't judge.
Maybe,
Look,
yeah.
Was it
well,
a scientist at one point? Like,
perhaps.
Is it a swamp elf?
Oh, Pip, give me a perception check.
bruh.
16?
Oh, well,
Yeah, I rolled above a 10. Are you impressed, everybody?
just coming into view for a moment is a human with a long, strokey beard.
Oh, strokey beard.
Comes over to the table and you hear him just barely hear him say, "Oh no, this is terribly wrong. And he runs and you can't. Again, he runs out of your view. You can't see him.
I'm gonna summon my familiar, which is something I haven't done in this game. And so I pull my umbrella spear to me, and the handle is a little flying squirrel that I then like turn to life and have it scurry into the room to see if I can then through its eyes get a closer look at what's going on.
All right.
Nicely done.
Yes.
All right. Well, you get a little bit more view. This giant skeleton head is actually a big giant decoration. Just weird. Weird. There is a door on the opposite side of the building, right over there, and the little squirrel gets a little more action. Able to see that there are 3 tables, each with varying degrees of. Well, this person looks like they're totally covered in tiny little tentacles all over their entire body. This person looks more like a lobster. Also not having a good time, strapped down. And
no.
this person, well, you're not really sure, but seems to have been salted. And they're barely hanging on to any sort of life. There are 2 skeletons standing there just kind of like in front of it. And Pip, you're from this city. You realize that these 2 are what the kids call Sahawagan. And this gentleman here is actually, you're like, he's not wearing a doctor's mask, but he has, oh, thank you. He has the other clothes of a doctor.
So Pip obviously knows, but could you explain for everyone else what a Kenny Loggins is?
Oh my god.
Well, he's a gambler of sorts, and
Oh god. We've
Oh, wait,
entered
no,
that
not Kenny
realm.
Rogers. Kenny Loggins.
Kenny
Kenny
Loggins.
Loggins, not Rogers. Loggins.
Let's just say he spent a lot of time in the danger zone.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
All of it. All his life.
So
So
they are a salty creature. I think actually this might actually that might be the closest thing we have to an actual miniature of a Sahuagin. They are very fishy. They are very angry and just yeah, they're like fish-esque.
But on the table we have Cthulhu, Dr. Zoidberg, and a salted guy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm just
Briny
trying to.
McBrinerson.
Okay. Briny McBrinerson. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
And there are two more Saugans, so there's four. There's two skeletons here that are armed, but they're just standing there, not moving. Yeah.
So yeah, I tell I hurry back to the party and tell them all of this, and and I see if Archimedes happens to have a wasabi cannon or something that does go good with sushi, since there's some sort of a buffet going on.
Oh my god.
Well, so clearly this has become either a rescue mission, and if we don't get there in time to rescue them, then at the very least we can examine what kind of horrible experiment was done to them. And
I don't think this
learn.
is a rescue mission. Archimedes, I think the doctors are the ones doing the experiments.
See, I don't know. I don't
Because
know.
I
think we don't have enough information.
I don't remember any of this in the pillow talk whatsoever.
I'm going to throw something out there. If they are the ones doing the experimenting, I believe the reward was the same, right? For a dead body or a live one?
Boom.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Okay, wait. So are they now I'm wondering, are they within 30 feet of me if I'm peeking through this window?
Yeah. Let's see. You guys are over here. Let me see if we can back this camera. Ah!
Oh,
I'm suddenly just like envisioning us all like peeking up at
Zoidberg.
So you guys
Meanwhile, skeletons are walking by and ignoring us, looking in the window.
Yeah, they don't care at all, actually. They those skeletons literally just walk by you. They are on a mission, and they clearly their job is not to kill you.
Okay, so can I actually do detect thoughts on that doctor person thing to figure out what's going through his freaking head?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Good job.
Well,
Cast fireball.
It's on me. I said detect thoughts, not fireball. Not yet. But it's on. Yeah. So it's on me, and then do they have a save? I'm trying to read all this crap. It's like a novel.
Pretty sure there is a save.
Let's see. Creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language. The creature is unaffected. I'm pretty sure he's intelligent. Okay, so I learned the surface thoughts of the creature. What is most on its mind at the moment?
Okay. Mostly on his mind. Oh my gosh, it's gone wrong again. They're going to kill me.
Okay, so I'm gonna probe deep. So
Ooh.
if I probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
If it fails, I gain any insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Yeah. Well, he failed because I rolled a 6.
Alrighty.
And, even though he's a smart guy, that's still not even close. So basically, on his mind is they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. And you can see in his head the large looming figure of a very, very, very big person wearing heavy armor, and you can see it's almost like a shadow silhouette of this person, but the eyes are glowing green.
Okay.
And it looms very large in his mind that if he does not do this right, they are going to kill him.
Okay, noted. All right, so I'm just gonna duck back on down and be like,
Okay.
"Hey guys,
Good
so
job.
I think he's being forced to do this
So
because he's scared crapless right now."
okay. So don't hurt that guy.
So I'm looking at like there's some big looming guy with with green eyes that's like going to kill him if he doesn't do whatever he wants him to do, right?
Someone to interrogate then.
I can do that too with the same spell, but that's gonna hurt a lot more.
How many times can you do this? Can you detect thoughts?
Well, I've used it, so I got one more in me, so I can save it.
Okay. 'Cause I'm intrigued looking at this to see if he is being forced to do this, who are the ones that are forcing him? Like who in the room is
like
on
literally
them?
all I can see is some big shadowy guy in armor with green eyes. That's all I can get out of it.
I think what I'm more intrigued by is who inside of this room, like who else is working for this shadowy armor guy.
Oh,
if he
you think
doesn't
who else
follow
is
through, is
terrified?
going to take him out.
I wonder if
Probably these Kenny Loggins.
I have an idea.
Oh my god.
Yes, Kazoo.
Yes.
My idea. We knock on the door. Hold on. We ask for the scientist of the house to come out because we have some questions. He comes
Like we're
out.
selling,
Like we're selling mops.
like
Okay.
we're selling solar or something. I mean,
Yeah, but we get him out and then we attack.
Okay, let's backpedal just a smidgen.
Or we like take our helmet off and we say, "I'm here to rescue you."
When I was reading the surface thoughts, but obviously he's in my life. Is this the one that I got cozy with, or no?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, I don't care about that then. All right, so
Priorities.
How high up is the window from them?
Standard window height. That like 2.5, 3.
Sweet. Okay.
I wonder if I should read the minds of the creatures not having a great time. You know what? I'll save it. I'll wait.
That does not sound tasty.
Kazoo, do you think this is a lit harmonies kind of situation?
Doesn't
there
work
are a
on
lot of people
skeletons,
in
and I have
that
to
room.
speak the same language as the people. But I do know a little bit about singing for fishes, so I could try the fish song.
it's kind of hard to come up with a rhyme for.
Are you kidding? I minored in fish.
Ooh,
That's kind of what got me kicked out of the Jaws's Tackle Box Choir.
True.
So it's like it's like you've been training your whole life for this moment.
That's weird.
All right.
Okay.
Here's another idea.
What you got, Ayala?
What if we can get you in there with your invisibility
Cool.
on?
Yeah, I'm down
And
with
you
that.
can whisper to that doctor that we're here to help. Do you think you'd be able to communicate with him?
Yeah, I can totally. If he's just like a regular.
I can try and calm him down before we just send you into the fire.
Right.
So he's not like terrified and then react.
Save your magic, baby doll. Save it. Let's see what I can do here.
Okay.
I do know how to tune a fish.
Oh my god. Fired. They're fired.
So many puns. Darkest
All of
season.
them.
So getting in there is going to be tricky because no one's going in and out. How many doors are there?
You actually see 2 doors.
Whoever wants to tell me how many doors there are.
The regular door, the singular door, and then on the other side of the building.
So to the left of the skull and to the far right of the room.
To the right of the skull. So there's a single door over on this side of the room, and then there's a double door actually on this side.
Can
Double
we get
door
to
is
both of those
pricey.
doors?
Oh, there it is.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. So yes, so double door and a single door.
I got some possibilities. I will try to stealth in the the least noticeable door, which I think is that back corner one, right?
Yeah,
Probably
the
that back corner
single
door.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if the door is closed, then we need to make a distraction. And,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then, and I think I can make that happen through this window.
Okay, let's give it a shot. I'm ready to move forward.
Okay.
Hashtag YOLO.
So, so you're going down the doorway to the right, and we saw a hallway that goes down that way. So that probably goes right to it. So through this window, I'm going to try to. I'll just mage hand. There's the table with all the like bottles and stuff on it.
Brilliant.
So,
I'll, mage hand from
right,
behind.
right here are literally like gigantic urns.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And these are the small bottles and things like that. So
Yeah, let's bust a big urn.
Oh my god.
Just tip one over.
Oh no.
So like Legend of Zelda, you just go.
yeah. Crack.
Dude, it's got some bonus HP.
Oh, you know what?
Loves
It's
HP.
5
It's the
pounds.
life of the party.
5 pounds. Oh man, it's gonna be. You know what? So the tall, skinny one on the actually, I don't know if you can see the tall,
What if
skinny
I
one.
do?
Mm-hmm.
The mage hand, your mage hand kind of gets in there and is like, no, that thing's full of liquid. It's not. It's way more than 5 pounds. But there's a very tall, skinny one right here on the edge that is like, oh, maybe that's tippable. And so with 5 pounds of force, you're like, dink. It
Come on, Bowflex. I know you were worth it.
nice.
Oh my God.
So I personally rolled a 19, which is a high mark for me usually.
Wow. Look at you.
And it goes over. And then I rolled a 6 on its save, so it cracks open.
Nice.
And
Gems and hearts.
no,
Oil.
more like an embalming sort of fluid. And,
So actual hearts.
yes, yeah.
Oh,
Kidney
gosh.
stones
Actually,
and
like
hearts.
you see a weird purple liquid spill out. So it shatters. Purple liquid spills out across the floor, and then turns into purple gas that covers that entire corner.
We watched the wizard choke to death.
Oh god.
So
Oh,
that whole
God.
area is now covered in purple smoke. Whoosh.
Oh.
And the doctor and and they're like, what the what just happened?
I sneak in.
There's a lot of screaming and yelling.
Where's the window relative to all this?
The window's right here, actually.
Okay, cool.
Like, actually, yeah, it's right about there. So you can't see anything on that side. You do just barely see. And Kazoo, give me a stealth check only because the door is not locked, but it needs to be opened up, and so there are things aside from just you making noise.
Yeah, time. Boom. Having a 21.
It just feels so good.
Satisfying.
Yes. All right. With little to no effort and a +5 to the stealth.
Oh, save your +5, sister. It's gonna need to come a little further down the line. I'll tell you what.
So you slide in. You slide in the door. Boop. Over there.
I make my way towards the El Professor. El Doctore.
15, 30. I mean, all right. So now you have, so this one right here actually says something to these skeletons as you're coming up right behind him, and he says something in this fishy language, and the skeletons kind of come to life and like look around, holding their axes at the ready, and so you can try to swing by them. You gotta slip by them. Boop, boop, right there. There's a little narrow window.
What does she need to roll?
I'm gonna say that's an acrobatics check.
Now she could use that +5.
Yeah.
You might need that acrobatics check.
Now you might need that +5.
I mean, I'm not terrible with acrobatics, but honestly, tonight I have been rolling not bad, which is unusual. And now that I'm mentioning that, I rolled a 5, so that gives me 8 total, unless
Plus-
that +5.
Plus that 5. Oh, auto success from Sal.
Auto success.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you, Sally.
Praise be, Sally.
Praise be.
Thank you, Sally.
All right.
I'm a
You-
ninja.
You slid by
rally
just when
because
you
of
think
Sally.
you were about to trip over the skeleton's foot. You get right over it and swing around to the doctor. And the doctor is telling the Sagan next to him, "It's not my fault. I didn't do this. No. You can't tell. What's going on?" And the Sagan is kind of just looking at him.
I stand behind him and I say, "Don't react. We're here to
Well,
get
I'm going to have to roll for that.
Girl!
I know.
Don't react.
react.
Ah!
Oh,
That's why I should have calmed him first.
No,
and
listen.
I rolled a 19, so he succeeds in his performance check of not flipping out, because he's flipping out, but he's not
Flipping out.
showing that he's flipping out.
Well, he is already flipping out on the. That's why I was confident that it was going to be okay, because he's already stressed at the situation, and any additional stress right now would have just blended in with that already max level of stress. I don't know anything about that right now, but so I say, we're here to rescue you. I have a party waiting outside the door. Open the door to air out the room. Oh, you know, I'm pretty.
Oh.
Yes.
Right. Yes, the air, the room. That's dangerous. We've got to open the windows and the doors.
From the windows to the walls.
Wondrous walls.
To the front row. No.
Get the skeleton. Open the doors. And this Sagan, actually, this guy comes over and yells at the skeleton. The skeleton comes to life. Slides the bolt back, and opens the door. And the windows too, and yes, all the things, and
Yes.
and
Rest is up to you guys. I say to the wizard, do you want to not be in the same grouping as the rest of these people?
Pro tip.
oh man,
You get what I'm saying.
The air is about to get really knifey.
Again.
I'm not the only one here, buddy.
I just want to point out that the 3 closest Sagan, I gave them perception checks to see if they heard you at all, and I didn't. The highest thing I rolled was a 7.
Yay.
I was like,
They're
wow,
a little
they
distracted
just
right now. That was an awesome distraction.
well, you know, I mean, he's moving around too, so you're not always like, hey, well, you know. So it's the moment moves and changes as you go.
Gotcha.
So, but
I
you're
will
still
go and while I'm trying to get him out of the combat area,
Ah! The whole building falls.
the smoke is
Wow.
dissipating.
I will mention to him as discreetly as possible, get out of the combat area.
What's the combat area? What's the combat? There's a combat?
Please exit the nearest area.
This area? You mean here? Where's the combat? What? Like, I don't know what's
Get out
happening.
into the alley.
Go to the other
Outside
door.
of this space. Also, what are these guys on the
Is it just me, or does it sound like we're rescuing King Candy?
Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. So where are the rest of you? Ayala and Archimedes and Pip and Mialee. Where are you?
Well, I guess technically speaking, I was probably waiting at the door that that Kazoo went through. So on that side there, I guess we didn't really think which door he was going to open. But yeah, I'm over there.
Okay.
Yeah, if there was a purple mist in near the window that we were at, I'm gonna roll around to this side too, where Archimedes is, to the door that she went in. Mialee.
Adorable.
Oh, that's cute though. That's real cute.
I would love to see that.
What
Where
a
you headed,
twist.
Ayala?
What a twist.
Yeah, I'm probably waiting to try to come in with where Archimedes. I'm with Archimedes.
So you're all three of you there. Pip.
Yeah.
I'm at the window just
Okay.
in case, like, so I have eyes on things. If a distraction is needed, more so.
Leave the room if you want to live. All right. Well, and he's like, "Oh, I should probably just slide over here." And these two following him. Yep, I'm just gonna. Whoo! Oh, it's in my nose now. I think I'm just gonna. Oh yeah. And so Kazoo, what are you doing?
How many undead?
Oh my god, how many
Trying to
Sagas?
look at this.
So
I
you
don't
got
know.
4
Bigger.
Sagan and Sahawagan. And these 2 skeletons are still just manning this pot. They haven't been given any new orders. But these 2 skeletons are following that guy.
Okay.
And this skeleton has now opened the door and is returning to position.
I am going to try something. It's one of my newer spells. It is Phantasmal Force, and I would like to create the illusion that the pink or purple mist is getting in. It's a larger area. I would like to create the illusion that it is a larger area.
Okay.
That it is toxic. And what I'm doing is it's a psychic attack. They have to make a save. It's an area of 60 feet. It's the range of 60 feet. I'm sorry. It's 10 foot.
Yeah.
area.
What's the area of effect?
10 feet. So where there is a concentration of Sagan, which I believe is near that fire area, right? Are those all Sagan?
That's you.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't affect me.
Right. So there's one here. There's 2 that are following the doctor.
Then I'll do the ones on the doctor. That's a great idea.
Because the smoke is still here in actuality as well. So,
Gotcha. Perfect. And they have to make a intelligence save of 13 or better, I think.
Okay. Yes.
And they take damage. Let's see what the damage is. They treat the phantasm as if it were real, and they rationalize any illogical outcome, blah, blah, blah. But where's the damage?
So Sally threw up a disadvantage on their save.
Amazing.
And one rolled a natural 1. The other one rolled a 13, but then got the disadvantage, and I rolled a 2. So that was the one I gave disadvantage to, and auto failed as well. They both crumpled to the ground. One feeling that they are going to die because they are actually taking twice as much psychic damage as they did before.
So it's 7. It was 2d6, I think, is what I'm reading here. And so, 1d6 per person. So that's a 5.
Okay.
7. So it's 5. So if they critical failed, then I guess it's a double. So it's 10.
All right.
10 psychic damage as long as they're in there every turn.
Okay. Well, they're not quite dead yet, but the one that made a 1 is that just crumples to his knees and like and scrapes at his gills. The doctor is like, I'm out of here. Like, do. And this guy is like, whoa, stop him. Well, you're pretty sure he said stop him. He didn't actually say it in languages you understand, but there we go.
So if anybody goes through this, won't that affect them because it's in an area?
If they go through that.
If they go through that area, then they're going to have to roll for the save.
Yes. That is if they are not...
What's the duration?
It's a concentration for casting time up to 1 minute.
Nice. That's awesome.
Not casting time. I'm sorry.
Become visible.
That's wearing the cloak. Yep. Concentration up to 1 minute is the duration.
Right. My question is...
it's an attack, and I would become visible.
Yes.
So at that moment, I jump up in the window and I start clanging my mining picks together, my mining pick hands together, and I scream "hentai attack!"
Oh my god!
That's
his new battle cry.
Hentai attack!
And I stab whatever person is closest to me, or at least I try to.
That'd be that guy. Go for it.
Nat21.
Daggone.
After rolling all those 3s tonight, I rolled
right.
a 3 or a 4. So
Eldritch Knight for the win.
So anyway, so that's gonna do 17 damage.
Jeez,
damn, son.
Wait, is that 17? All right, so we multiply everything by 2. So the year.
Okay.
Instead of having to
instead do I rolled 7 for 11. It would do 22 damage.
Woo! All right. You leap through the window and
can I hit it?
Attack!
Can I hit it since I'm short and since we're doing a hentai attack? Can it be in the like groinal buttocks region?
You like underswing and like what's up?
I need you to do the Kakashi attack where it's just 2 fingers up the butt.
2 mining picks.
2 mining picks.
Just digging for gold.
I mean, I think you got him. He was surprised and he was like, "What?" And then, yeah, he is not going anywhere. All right,
Run, Kazoo, run! I'll hold him back.
So,
I got more.
All right, Ayala, are you going into the room?
Yeah, now that I see that Pip is in there and swinging pickaxes, I will also run in. Yeah, so my speed's 35 feet. So if you want to get me next to the nearest
That's actually 35 right there.
Sure. And what is in front of me? What kind of thing is in front of me?
Skeletons.
All right, great. And where's Pip?
Pip just leapt in the window over here.
All right. And all the other things in front of me are skeletons as well?
So there's 2 skeletons right in front of you. And this guy, who seems to be some sort of, maybe kind of like a druid like yourself, but also a Sahawagan.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
Interesting.
He's a Kenny Loggins like yourself.
All right.
Kenny Loggins.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm just going to go in a swing with my halberd. I'll just get the skeleton that's in front of me.
Oh, someone beat me to it.
All right. Swing it.
All right. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it on a skeleton.
Great. And that is going to be 10 damage.
All right. Oh man, that's actually gonna do it for that skeleton.
Haha.
Because they're just bones. All right, Kazoo, what are you doing this round?
+5 damage. No, he's already done. That's great. I would like to get out of the line of fire. Is that me right there in the middle? Is that my fig?
That's you right there.
Okay. What?
I
That's not my
suggest
fig, though.
I suggest you move.
Yeah, that's my plan. I'd actually like to get to where those tables are.
Over here?
Yeah.
All right. There's a guy in front of you. There's actually a lot of guys in front of you.
Okay. Then I will.
Paul, can you put me on the other side of that creature? If it's a size medium creature, I can move through its space. And that way I'm kind of blocking Kazoo a little bit.
Boop.
Or I just say blocking her, but trying to like protect her.
Oh,
All right.
what's that Eldritch Knight thing happening there? I'm just not a big fan of hand to hand. So I will do a dissonant whisper. I'll do a vicious mockery at the guy right in front of me.
That
Which
one?
is the cantrip. 2d4. The druid looking dude. And I can do that as I split.
Right on.
I say, back the F off, buddy. And then if he makes a save, that's 5 damage.
All right. He stumbles back. He doesn't have to understand you, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. It's just it's vicious mockery. At least it's a subtle enchantment to hear you, though it need not understand you.
All right.
Quickly. I
So you
basically
just kind of went neener, neener, nee. All right. Archimedes.
All right.
going to disappear. Wow.
Wow.
Magic.
That was
He's not having any of this.
that a sign from the
He's
gods.
out. He's out. And
Invisibility.
Oh, and a disguise spell too.
Yeah, I know. Hentai attack.
No!
I am going to move into the room. I think I've got 30 feet, so I'm going to move into the room so where I'm like probably like maybe 10 feet behind Ayala. Yeah, and then I am going to lower my staff of sudden warming and fire Scorching Ray at, let's see, probably at the remaining skeleton, at the Sahalagan, on Pip, and then on the that other dude there. So basically, yeah. So that's a.
And if you just step over here, actually, you can hit all three of them.
Great. Yeah, that works. All right. So first, I will roll for the skeleton. That is a 9.
No, that is going to miss.
That one is going to miss, no doubt. All right. Next,
Oh,
I will.
so he's using. Sally's going to use it on the Scorching Ray. So that is a 14. That will hit.
Okay.
hey.
Then I will, and that one does 2 dice, 6 damage.
Pew! You're basically shooting lasers, aren't you?
That does 6 damage to it.
All right. It does scorch a bit. That hurts. Not dead yet. But,
All right. Next
all right.
on the guy right behind it. What is my spell attack? There we go. All right. Guy right behind it. Do. Ooh, that one was better. 24.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Wow. Crit the ray? Wow.
And just want to let everybody know that tonight we don't have Romulus. He had a little egg emergency. So so we are going to play just a little bit longer, go a little bit past 10 since we don't have Romulus here. So we'll keep going.
Yeah.
All right, that one I did put a little extra juice in it, so that one did 14 damage.
Oh, geez. To that guy, right?
Yep.
All right. He has been hit before, but he is still up.
Okay.
Which guy?
And then the
one that
last
I
one
was-
that was on Pip.
Yes, the one that you just hit. All right. Go for it.
No, so this is the last one. Attack the one that was on Pip. That one is a 17.
That is a hit. Oh.
That one does 9 damage.
Oh, man. Oh, all right. 9 damage. That is enough, actually, with the damage that Pip did to take him down. And I believe that there's a crit hit on the druid from
the
Reverend
druid.
Tommy.
Yes.
So that is actually going to be 28 damage that you do.
Yeah.
Oh man, still not enough to take him all the way out. No! It does.
Who is this guy?
It does damage him quite a bit, and he stumbles backwards 5 feet, like as the scorching ray rips into his chest, like quite unannounced. Didn't even knock. All right.
Plus 5 damage from Magnus.
Oh man, plus 5, which actually is going to be
Come on,
guys.
come on.
So that's actually a 10 since it critted, which is
man. Patron saints want this druid gone.
31, 2, 3, 40, 43.
I hope that's actually the bad guy and not just like some innocent.
Yeah,
like,
I know. It's like,
dude.
like the DM is actually trying very hard to save him because he's a very necessary NPC for that.
Yeah. No, I look, I've learned at this point that it's like I cannot hang any plots on any NPCs because people are going to kill them.
Yeah.
So, but Archimedes, what happens is this shot is so good, it spins him around and he falls into the fire.
Oh my god.
Burning him up. And because he is a fish, he takes even extra damage from all of that. And yes. And and he goes down just in flames. Just
Does anyone have any lime or some rosemary?
Oh my god.
That'd be delicious.
That would be yummy.
All right, so boom, boom, boom. They're taken out.
Kazoo air high fives, everybody.
And it was even going to be their go. Oh.
I'm still outside, just like chilling.
Is it Mialee?
He's still standing.
Yeah, Mialee, we might actually rely on you to save the actual wizard or the doctor.
Yes, so Mialee, you hear a lot of exploding.
I'm just like, dang, they started the party without me. Okay, so let me see what I can do. So I'm gonna run in. My speed's 35.
So I do want to let you know. Let me see. Give me a quick perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I have an app for this. All right, plus 5. Oh no, that's 24.
Oh, all right. Perfect. Because what you basically see is you see that door open over here with our wizard who busts out of the door, pretending to cough and pretending to have a terrible time of it. You're over here, and so there's a wall here. And you're like, oh, well, there he is. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna snatch him right up real quick. Get over here! I'm just gonna Mortal Kombat him real fast. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, if I were you, I would just walk this way. Just come with me if you want to live. I highly suggest it. Now.
Very well.
And I will roll a persuasion check if I have to, because I have a +6 on that sucker.
He's like, okay.
I want to live. I would like to live, please.
I will take live for 1,000.
All right. And I'm like, come over here. And I'm just going to like lead him away from the exploding and carnage.
Right.
This is a them problem, not a me problem. They sound like they have it handled, so I'm just gonna be like, come over here. Just out of
The skeleton actually stops moving when the druid bursts into flames.
Oh, whatever.
However, this Sagan leaps out of the fire. I'm sorry, of the smoke, right at you.
So do I still get an action?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to reach around said guy so he doesn't get burnt to a crisp, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at level 3, which does 5d6.
Oh, damn, woman.
Ouch.
Damn, girl, damn.
They have to make a dex. It's a 15-foot cone, and they must make a dexterity saving throw of 14. And if they fail it, they take the 5d6, and if they pass it, they take half of still whatever is left.
Woo-hoo.
Well, you just roll your 5d6. You tell me what that number is, because, ouch.
That's 29.
Oh my God.
Mm.
You reach around and the Sagan, who is leaping towards the doctor with his obsidian axe, suddenly gets a face full of fire. You actually see the fire erupt through out of his gills.
Oh.
And like, and just do one of those like dead stop.
Now it is a 15-foot cone. Do I get that dude over here too? The skeleton.
That skeleton. He wasn't doing anything anyway, but
okay.
And 15 feet is it's actually just right there as well. So that's gonna take those skeletons out.
And all you hear is Mialee screaming, "No, Mink, no!"
This guy was out for the count because he actually rolled that 1 on that save. He swirled in illusionary mist, and he's
thinks he's
in
been
the corner.
poisoned.
This other skeleton stops moving. These skeletons never were part of that entire action and don't really have any. They have a whole nother job that no one ever talked about. So they're not after you guys anyway.
I want to examine them for sure, but
there you are in this room. Well, my friends, you have managed to save one doctor.
Yeah.
We are gonna have to say goodbye to Mialee. This was our second adventure with you, our second episode, and we had so much fun. It was great for you to get that last blast on the and the rest of the party makes it around the corner to you, and
they're just like, what?
We'll kind of end it there. You guys possibly with the one doctor in tow. The doctor says that his other friend has been taken away and hasn't seen him for days and days. But I'd sure like to get out of here myself, please. And it was Dr. Oh, I just had his name. He has a name.
Does he? Does he?
Just doctor.
Doctor.
Really? I wrote his name down 3 times. Really?
The reveal's going to be so anticlimactic.
Right.
Well, it's one of the doctors that had been mentioned.
I will take the doctor to safety and grill him later for information that maybe you will or will not get information on.
All right, it is one of the doctors that yes, you were instructed that was one of the guys who was lost. He has now been found, and clearly what he tells you as you guys get up into the upper chambers of that other temple, that he has been captured here after trying to find these ancient these ancient pathomancer magic items, artifacts, and then these Sahawagan who seem to be under a spell of sorts. And there seems to be there's not only a corporeal being, a very large very imposing person named Helio something. And he goes on and on about the cuttlefish, and his eyes glow green, and he carries a large silver chalice that covered in tentacles that has tiny glowing green gems around it as well. And he draws his power from this and from ancient voices that he can hear. And as perhaps maybe he's become a warlock and has some sort of patron. Well, my friends, that's where we're going to close our adventure. Thanks again for joining us.
Wait, one last thing.
Yes.
As Mialee leaves, Kazoo takes her hand and kisses her gently and says, "You will always be a muse. Go forth and be the muse to the rest of the world."
I'll come find you when my dad accidentally gets stabbed in the back by somebody eventually. It's fine.
Girl, we gotta go.
And then I pull in Ayala and I say, Mialee's gonna take all the reward money, isn't she?
And then all I do is this.
Illusion of a ding.
Hey, Shakes.
Hey, that just wow! This was the most amazing show ever. I mean, there were angry sushi and hentai attacks. We may or may not have a new ship. Of Mialee. We've learned that this is possibly the darkest, not evil season yet. But goodness, God Almighty,
I'm dying.
sweet Jesus and Baby Yoda. Seriously. Well, Paolo, are you ready for me to say the thing?
Yes.
All
Say
right.
the thing.
Let's do it. And by the way, Mialee.
Yes.
You were bloody brilliant.
Thank you.
You're even after the static charge from your hair remained amazing.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
yeah. So, next time on Nat21 Adventures, Season 3, the darkest #not evil season yet. Will the best friends gang learn if buttons are real, or are they in the realm of myth? Will our heroes all be myth taken? Will greased up halflings ever make their way into song? What best friend song of Kazoo is the best friend song? Does Kazoo know how to tune a fish?
I do.
Is Pip ready to move into the best friend zone? Will Ayala really be best friends with Mialee, even though she thinks that Mialee may be trying to take Kazoo away? Will they become #Miala?
I would love to see that.
Why is... I'm sorry, this is so stupid. Why is Mialee a far better realized mind reader than Counselor Troy? These don't get better. Where does Archimedes get wonderful toys? Will our adventurers be footloose and even meet more Kenny Loggins, truly taking the highway into the danger zone, possibly returning them to Pooh Corner?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Yes.
Shakespeare.
Yes.
Danger zone.
Will hentai attack take over our heroes' lives? What kind of doctors are these guys? Will any of them get out of the pun ick walls alive? Will the Patreon saints help or hinder our heroes? And will Shakespeare get another cloak at Lando Capes? Use our special code Lobot. Tune in next week to find out. Same Nat time, same Nat channel, Nat21 Adventures. Because remember, When a natural 20 just won't do, you need a Nat 21. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.
Bye.